Let's get right into it, Allie. What does every parent need to know about eating disorders?
So much, but here are a few of my tops. People with eating disorders often don't recognize that they actually have an eating disorder, especially early on. So parents and caregivers, when you ask your child, hey, do you think you have an eating disorder? Fantastic chance they're going to be like, no, that's ridiculous, duh. Also, eating disorders are treatable illnesses. Many, many people recover fully. There is always hope, and there is always help.
Well, as the parent of teenagers, and I have a lot of friends whose kids have gone through this, how does a parent know if their child is going through a phase or just a picky eater, or in today's world, a lot of kids are on ADD or ADHD meds and they're losing weight because of that?
Absolutely, and all of those things warrant attention. First, do not gauge wellness or illness when it comes to eating disorders by appearance. Many people look really healthy when they actually are quite ill. Also, a lot of these stereotypes just don't fit people who are actually having eating disorders. So what you can do is, like you mentioned, Teresa, notice those subtle changes. Notice if there's attitude changes about eating, body, even if it looks healthy, even if it's something that society praises. Notice it. Notice if there's hiding food. There's all sorts of things, but especially if someone's developing an eating disorder, there's often this subtle shift where choice becomes an I have to. And you can notice, like, they enjoy their sports and then suddenly, like, they have to. They have to work out this much. They have to eat this. They can't eat that. And it becomes very, very driven and compelled. So those are some pretty hot pink flags. They may not mean an eating disorder, but they do mean pay attention.
So if a parent is seeing a hot pink or a red flag and noticing these behavioral changes, what's the first thing they should do? Because it seems like, again, as the parent of teenagers, it's so easy to say or do the wrong thing.
Well, wrong things can always be repaired, so it's okay. The fact that you're doing something, that's what matters. What I think that is the most important thing for parents to do are tied. Number one, learn about eating disorders, because there are tons of myths and misunderstandings that truly can get in the way of recovery and healing. Number two, number one, part two, seek an evaluation from somebody trained in eating disorders, if at all possible. They're really complex disorders. They're unique in that they involve medical, psychiatric, and nutritional, and they can be life-threatening. So the more information that you can gather, the better you can ask thoughtful questions, recognize capable treatment, and you may need to advocate for your child.
Well,
Any age, by the way.
And I'm so thrilled that you've written this book, an actual book that you can hold in your hands, because I'll tell you, going online isn't always a great way to get answers about eating disorders. Why did you write My Child Has an Eating Disorder?
You basically just summarized it. I have been running a parent and caregiver support group since 2011, and frightened parents would show up, and they're looking for answers all over the place. Even the long short is, they needed answers quickly. And so I noticed that, and I wanted to bring the information into one space. So the book actually answers 80 questions that parents actually have asked, and it should help parents to feel less alone, more informed, and more confident in supporting their child with an eating disorder. And for anyone who knows anything about eating disorders, confidence is not something parents feel. You are not alone in this, parents.
Thank you so much, Allie. Thank you for such a thoughtful, supporting, a well-researched and experienced back book. Assuming this is available anywhere you find books?
It is available online anywhere you find books, and my co-author and I made sure there was hope and humor in it, too.
Thank you so much, Allie.
Thank you.